So why abstract?
Most chains are doing it wrong.
What's abstract biggest win so far?
A lot of Web2 companies are joining us. Red Bull, Disney, Cosmo, the biggest K-pop studio in Korea are joining us, and more to come.
His name is Brian Hong. Most people know him as Crypto Oppa, a Korean who studied in the United States. Brian founded a company during college that helped bring K-pop to US audiences in Urbana-Champaign, Illinois through events. With deep experience in growth and partnerships, he specializes in taking projects from 0 to 1 and is scaling them globally. Today, as head of APAC at Abstract Chain, Brian sits at the center of APAC partnerships, driving high-impact deals across the region.
Welcome to Bangkok, man.
Dude, thank you. Dude, I love Bangkok, and this is my third time. And it gets better and better.
What's the best part?
Everyone's super nice. Like the food is amazing. Everyone's so kind, and there's a lot of like crypto stuff happening here.
How about the girls?
You're about the girls. You're here for the girls.
I don't know.
Are you based in Bangkok?
Yeah, of course.
Were you born and raised here?
Yeah.
How's your like you have like an American accent?
Oh, nice, thanks.
Did you ever like study outside of Bangkok?
Yeah, I studied in the international school in London and then traveled to the US a lot.
So for how many years outside of it?
Oh, I spent a lot of time like Macau.
Okay.
I play poker, right? So Macau,
Right,
Philippines,
yeah.
LA. Yeah.
Gotcha. You said you played poker for eight years?
Yeah.
How did you first start poker?
You're doing me. Oh, it's a long story, man.
I'm sorry. And now like you're in full crypto.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I also do like prop trading, asset management, private equity, like a bunch of stuff.
So you have like Web2 finance.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I joined like Alpha Finance Lab
Gotcha.
in like 2021, the DeFi boom. Yeah. How about you, man?
My background, I studied econ and CS as my undergrad.
Similar, we have the same econ background.
Yeah, I think it's super helpful in crypto. And then I joined, I was doing a master's program in NYU, but then I decided to drop out after finishing 1 year.
Oh. But this is very weird though, because like all my friends who study econ, not many people doing like both CS and econ. This is like a very weird combo.
Yeah, I would say you're Asian, so like you would get this. Like Asian parents have like high standards and goals for their kids, and always my parents wanted me to study something related to engineering.
Oh.
But I got into college as a CS with a CS degree, but then I started to like learn more about investments.
Yeah, of course.
Like the real world, right? So I started to like get interested in economics, and it only added like 6 more months to my college. So I would say like go for it.
So how is life at NYU?
NYU, I was there for 1 year, but back then I was a student. I had no money. But
wait! I thought you studied a bachelor at NYU as well.
Bachelor's at UIUC.
Okay.
University
It's in New York also.
It's in Chicago. It's in Illinois.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's like 3 hours drive from Chicago.
Yeah. I only know one thing. It's very cold.
Chicago, it's a windy city, so
Yeah.
very very cold. Cold.
So you decided to like drop out from master degree to crypto?
Yeah. So what really happened was I'm Korean, so I have to go to military.
Yeah.
So my first plan was let's finish 1 year of masters, take a break, go to the army for 18 months, come back to school and graduate, get a visa, and then work in the States. But when I was in college, I discovered more. When I was in military, I discovered more about crypto. And then I had a
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, how?
And then I had a conviction that, like this...
Do they talk about like buying Degen's coin, meme coins when you're in the army or?
Back then it was mostly like coin trading on Upbit and Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And then it was like the era of like EOS.
Oh, Neo,
exactly.
ICX.
Yeah, and
that's a Korean Ethereum, right?
Which one?
ICX.
To be honest, like there were so many, and like back
I
then,
think it's Ethereum. You have Ethereum and you have Neo, which is like the Chinese Ethereum, and you have the ICX, which is like the Korean Ethereum, right?
And
There's
back
so many
then,
Ethereum.
when tokens were getting listed on like Upbit and Bithumb, it wasn't as strict as now, because it was more detached from the traditional finance.
Yeah.
And governments back then did not really have attention on crypto. So it was more of a speculative asset.
Yeah.
So pretty much everyone in Korea was gambling on Upbit and Bithumb.
Similar.
Similar? Yeah. Is it more?
I think it's more like business first, and then the regulations come afterwards. But it's
Yeah.
like people just, there's no regulatory clarity, right? It's like the regulations are so unclear. Yeah.
Is the listing criteria really strict in Bangkok too?
Oh, probably not.
No?
Because we don't have an Upbit effect. When the token lists on
premium?
BitCup, it's not like 200% per
Exactly,
day.
yeah. I think that's like one of the issues that the government is trying to really analyze.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to have that kimchi premium when it's the token is first listed on Upbit. And because the government wants the price to be similar to DEXs and other exchanges, they're trying to figure out a way. And Korean stablecoin is one of the initiatives to really stabilize the market after getting listed.
Is it more like the projects want to list on Upbit because of this like big massive pump?
Massive pump and
Because I see like most of the projects, it's like 50 to 150% even now.
yeah, as soon as it gets listed,
Yeah.
it gets about like 30 to 50 or
Yeah.
even a hectic day.
Some even 100.
200%.
Yeah.
But after like 30, 40 minutes later, it stabilizes. It comes back to
Okay.
the price on Uniswap or
Yeah.
any DEXs.
So back to the normal, yeah.
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 So you have to if you're arbitraging in Korean exchange, you have to really get that first 30 minutes or so.
I guess the listing team makes so much money.
I don't think the listing team.
No, I mean if you know what token is gonna list, I mean.
As far as I know,
Right.
all the people who works for the exchanges in Korea,
Yeah.
they're banned from trading crypto.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Similar. Any cool experience from the Korean army?
Cool experiences.
What do you exactly do?
So for those who don't know, Korea is still in a war with North Korea. We're just like taking a break. So technically, it's still in war. So all Korean men who have Korean citizenship have to serve in military for
2 years.
It used to be 2 years.
Oh.
Now it got reduced to 18 months.
Okay.
But it's still 12 and a half months.
Yeah.
When I was in military, I was in charge of running the radar and the camera to detect underwater submarine that's coming in from China.
Is it because you have a CS background? So it's more towards like the technical
I'd
side?
say so, yeah.
Right.
So I was kind of running the machines and devices to detect underwater submarines
Yeah.
coming in from China and North Korea.
Yeah.
So it was boring because
Submarine is not fun, man. It looks cool, but it's like once you're in it, you have to be in the submarine.
yeah, and like what are the chances they will really enter our territory, right? So you just have to constantly monitor until something happens,
Yeah.
which doesn't really
Oh.
work. So it was like a very repetitive.
Yeah. This
process.
radar thing is so underrated, though. I think in the US, I think Trump he just has like normally they have US Air Force, right? And then he basically split that into like an Air Force and the Space Force.
Okay.
That's for all the radar, all the missiles. That's like all the nuclear detection,
Like
missile
both
detection.
on ground and like offshores, like
Yeah. Apparently, that's like
Okay.
during I think the first presidency of Trump,
Okay.
which is very cool.
Yeah.
Because right now it's like the warfare is more like cyber warfare, more like this. So they have to bluff like there's no submarine. I don't.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing that I learned when I was in military was nobody wants to go to military, right?
Yeah.
Because they are giving. You can't use your phone. You can't go outside for 18 months. But you
No
have
phone at all.
no phone.
Oh wow.
But recently the law changed and they let people use their phone for about 3 or 4 hours a day. But outside of that, you're just stuck in there for 18 months. And if you like go on your phone and like see people's Instagram or other your friends' connections, they're just having fun outside. They're building a career. They're making money. It gets you like really nervous, and it builds your hunger to be more like successful and more like more productive once you get discharged. So I think
Okay.
like that was like the biggest upside for me. Yeah.
Okay, so you seem to have a good life doing CS for master degree at NYU, and then somehow you decided to drop out to do crypto full time. So how does that happen?
Yeah. After finishing 1 year in my grad school,
Yeah.
I came back. I had to come back to Korea for
Okay.
military service.
Okay.
Right. So my original plan was to get discharged,
Yeah.
go back to the States, get the degree, and
Okay.
work in like a tech startup or any major companies in the States.
Okay.
But when I was in military, I had an opportunity to invest in crypto and learn more deeply about it.
Is that around like DeFi summer era, 2020, right?
2020.
Okay.
And then,
You can get rich very quick back then.
exactly,
Yeah.
a lot of 100Xs. But obviously everyone is kind of drawn towards the financial incentives.
Yeah.
So I had a thought that, this is not just like pump and dump, and this
Yeah.
is like legitimate. And this is an area that for the first time got me really intrigued. Like I was like doing research back then with
DeFi and NFTs, right?
DeFi, NFTs, like white papers.
Okay.
So after the army, I didn't really first like think of like, I'm gonna drop out.
Okay.
And then just like go full in crypto. But before that, I applied to a lot of different companies, crypto companies in Korea, and the first team that I joined was called Mighty, MYTY.
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 Okay.
And it's backed by Hashed, like Samsung Next. And back then it was like the season of NFTs and metaverse.
Yeah.
And like, I guess like all the crypto businesses had that type of model. And the founder was the co-founder of Hashed.
Oh.
And he created a studio, and I was like the third or fourth member to join the team, because all these the team had like a really good background, good funding from major companies.
Yeah.
I dropped out.
So that's more like NFT company, right?
NFT,
Metaverse, NFT.
It was like a Web 2.5 company,
Okay.
because we had a vision that when the AR, VR spaces like really take off,
Yeah.
industry takes off.
Back then, Meta just rebrand to
Exactly.
Facebook just
That was the
rebrand to
moment.
Meta, right?
And
yeah.
like everyone will have like a virtual character, everyone
Yeah.
will have their digital persona.
But this is the thing that really surprised me. It's like you have a econ and CS background, and then you become like a marketing manager, right? Is that your first job?
Yeah, marketing manager.
How?
Because I had a marketing and BD background, because the startup that I created when I was in college, it's called Via
okay.
Entertainment, and I sold
okay,
the company after I graduated. But the business model was basically, I worked with a K-pop studio in Korea,
Okay.
and bring them to the States, and I partner up with event agencies around the States and make it into like a US tour and sell that as a package. So back then, it was more on like Instagram and Facebook ads.
Oh, that's
So I was
why.
running ads, selling tickets, selling tables,
wow.
selling drinks, like performances.
Yeah, back then the competition is like it's not as high as now. It's
Exactly.
like you're super early into like the Facebook advertising, all this, right?
Yeah, and UI UC there wasn't much competition, and because it's like 3 hours drive from the main cities, the city Urbana and Champaign are pretty much being
Yeah.
ran by students.
Yeah.
And we had the highest population of Korean students in the States, about 3,000 to 4,000
Oh,
if you
wow.
include like undergrad and grad school. So
Yeah.
there was a demand there.
Okay.
So that's why I founded an event agency,
Okay.
and then that's where my like marketing and BD background comes from.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you joined this from Hash, so you do like more like marketing, everything related to marketing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you're in a crypto startup, you should be a generalist. You should be able to execute at anything that is
Yeah.
needed to make the company grow. It could be community, it could be marketing, and it could be BD.
Yeah.
Like anything to make the company grow. Because back then, even now, like a lot of like metaverse, animated characters, VR, AR, NFTs. Like there was a competition. So you have to like do everything
For sure,
you
for
can
sure.
to make the company grow.
For sure, that's good. It's like you have to be deep in one thing, and you have to be shallow. You have to can do a lot of things. Your expertise has to be one thing, right?
Right.
So it's like a T-shaped specialty area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just back then, I think everyone was seeking for attention. So my focus was heavily geared towards marketing side. And after that company, the entire market crashed in 2021, including crypto, like NFTs.
Especially metaverse, yeah.
Exactly. Metaverse, like 99.5% of companies died.
Yeah.
And my previous company also had to pivot to another business model. And they pivoted to AI, and they gave me the option, would you like to remain in the company, or would you like to get offboarded?
Yeah.
So I chose, if you guys are not going to do metaverse or anything related to crypto at the moment, because they're still trying to figure out what's their next product going to be. So I left the company and joined Chainlight, which is the top 3 like cybersecurity company, auditing firm in crypto. Like they won the hacking Olympics 8 times in a year.
Oh, wow.
In a row.
Smart contract audits, right?
They do like both Web 2 and Web 3.
Okay.
They work with like Samsung, LG,
Okay.
like Apple, as well as like a Web 3 side, like
Okay.
smart contract audits. Mostly working with the government, military, and exchanges. Their biggest client in Korea was Tunamu, which is the parent company of Upbit.
Oh.
So while I was there as head of growth, I did pretty much similar thing when I was in my previous company.
So it's more like B2B sales.
B2B sales.
More like client facing rather than
right.
like doing data and number crunching.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then grew the revenue 8 times within 1 year.
Oh, wow.
And then the best part about working at a cybersecurity company was, first, you can work pretty close to the government as well as exchanges.
Yeah.
And this is super important because you get to see a glimpse of what's going to happen in the future in terms of regulations and what the exchanges and governments are going to look for.
A lot of alpha there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And second, because we get to see the smart contracts ahead of other people, because it's being before it gets published to the world, we get to see the code and we get to see their white paper. Obviously, I'm not going to like do like tradings based on that, but it really gives you an idea of what's the next narrative.
Who are the clients? So is it like mostly Web 3 or Web 2? Is it like 50-50?
50-50.
Okay.
And the Web 2 side is more on like software, hardware, factories, radar. Like
Or the
everything.
radar again. Back to radar again.
And Web 3 side, smart contracts.
Yeah.
Exchanges, front end, back end, like liquidity pools. And for exchanges, the big thing was how safe is this token to be listed on like their exchanges? And they're looking at like what's the total supply? Is it really locked? Is there like
okay. So it's more like it's not just tech due diligence. It's more like business and tokenomics due diligence as well.
Exactly.
So it has to be well rounded, I guess.
And the government and exchanges want to see if there is like a further emission of tokens, if the team has the authority to mint more tokens and up the supply. And exchanges want to protect their users, right? But if they're just pumping out tokens every single month, that's not really protecting the users. So we, Chainlight had like an automated auditing system that goes through all the smart contracts and see what's safe or not.
Okay, and then this is a very big shift. It's like from K-pop to like a metaverse to like a very traditional like smart contract audit, which requires super diverse, which require like so much different skill sets. And then how do you join Abstract then?
From like an industry perspective, I think it's very different. Like K-pop, event agency, and NFTs, cybersecurity. I think they're very different sectors, but the base is like the core pillar is like marketing, growth, BD. I think like that was like my main vertical. And after Chainlight,
I think if you have skills to make the company more money, I think that skill can be applied everywhere, right?
Yeah, if you can make the company grow from a 0 to 1, if you can find an angle for all companies to win-win, I think that's a good skill to have. And after about 2 years joining Chainlight, I figured out there are so many companies and projects that's coming to Chainlight outside of Korea who wants to tap into Korea. There's just not many medias about crypto in Korea. Everyone's on Telegram, but that was pretty much it. Like no one's using YouTube, no one's making
This is around 2023?
22, 23.
Okay.
Yeah, 22, 23.
So it's like the bear market era.
Yeah. And everyone was asking me like, do you know any people who do podcasts, or do you know any like media firms or like KOLs who are creating content outside of the crypto bubble?
Okay.
Right? Because everyone's just talking in the echo chamber. And I would say in the States, like CT is an echo chamber, but there's more people, like more capital outside of the echo chamber, right? But a lot of teams were going after that. And my friends, Jesse from Initia and Ponyo from Pillar Bear from 4 Pillars, we had an idea, let's start a podcast and just bring in founders and let them like talk about their project, and we'll translate
What's the name
everything.
of the podcast?
PFP podcast.
Oh, okay.
And then when Luca came to Korea during KBW, I had an opportunity to chat with him. And then like we started talking about like Abstract, and he was looking for someone to lead APAC.
Oh, wow.
So initially, I didn't really thought about like joining another company.
Yeah.
Because I was having so much fun. I was growing
Back then, back then, I think Pudgy community is still very strong.
very strong.
Because like Pudgy used to be like, back then when I started, it's like 8 ETH, back down to like 1.
Yeah.
And then that company got sold to Luca and just like rescue everything, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the reason why I bought Pudgy back then was I'm a person to bring the deals, make it work, close the deals, bring revenue to the company. That was my role. So every like country that I went to a lot of like crypto conferences, but most of the meetings and most of the events are just waste of your time.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
It's all the side events on the alpha edition.
And most of the times where the alpha and where the core community groups are is in like private meetings, private dinners, private lunches. And back then, Pudgy like had that thing going. Like if there's an event in Bangkok, they would invite everyone who holds Pudgy Penguins, and then do like a group dinner. And I get to meet everybody that I have to meet in this country, in one place.
Yeah.
And we have one thing in common. We have Pudgy Penguins. We can talk about Pudgy Penguins, about the community, about their activities, and it was like way easier for me to meet more people and make friends. So that's why I joined.
I think one of the benefits of NFT is like that. It's like you belong to the community, right?
Exactly.
Like Pudgy, ARC is still.
Yeah. Are you part of ARC?
Not part of that.
You should be part of ARC. Yeah. Yeah. I think they're amazing. So like the main groups that I'm in are Pudgy and ARC.
Right? I picked the wrong path. I bought the apes, which doesn't go anywhere.
Join Pudgy, man. Join Pudgy. What's stopping you though? Because if you rep like a Pudgy Penguins PFP, like you'll get more engagements.
Yeah, of course.
Like if you reach out to anybody in Pudgy, they'll be happy to connect you to anybody.
Okay, so why abstract though? Is that just another L2 chains?
Most chains are doing it wrong, from my perspective.
Okay.
From my perspective, abstract is the only chain. Even if I like joined abstract, when they announced abstract, I knew that this team is the one that's going to win, and this is the team to bet on.
Okay.
Because Luca and the Pudgy Penguins team have proven their marketing and their scaling and their partnerships and their business model in the Web 2 side.
Yeah.
And they kind of conquered the distribution part. But now, this is what the Pudgy Penguins and Luca says pretty often whenever he goes on podcasts. All the major chains and the teams were coming to Pudgy and asking, hey, build on our chain. We'll give you a couple of $1 million. And Luca and his team started to think about, like, why are these chains dropping millions of dollars to just bring Pudgy Penguins to their chain?
Yeah.
And then the outcome was when there is a popular IP on their chain and they have a product around it, they bring in the users, and their users generate transactions. And because a lot of chains generate revenue through transactions, that's why they wanted to bring them in. And that transaction number and the revenue.
That's how the chains makes money.
That's how they make money. So Pudgy decided to scale. Now we have one of the strongest IP brand in crypto. Why not scale that to infra? So Luca met Saigar, he's a crack dev. He's a superstar among developers in the CT space. And back then they had an L2 called Frame. And Igloo acquired the company and acquired Saigar and his crack engineering team and rebranded that to Abstract.
Oh.
So we had a superstar who was conquering the IP side, Web2 business side in terms of marketing, the distribution.
So you have like the business guy, the spokesperson guy, which is Luca, and you have the dev guy.
Saigar.
Yeah. Saigar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I'm not betting on this team, like which team am I going to bet in this space? So
I mean, like,
I joined.
His track record speaks louder than words. From like 1 ETH to like 20, 30 ETH, right?
Yeah. And it's just not about the crypto bubble, like
of course.
Web3 business. Like he scaled his business model to like Web2 side, and making all the holders win.
Any secrets of like how does the BD team? Do you know like they have like the plushie everywhere, right? Target, Walmart.
Pudgy. What's really started off Pudgy was the number of views and number of distributions, and they're getting from crypto Twitter and Giphy. That was their moat. And for a lot of, like even Walmart and a lot of brands that they're collaborating with, first they want to tap into crypto. And second, they want to tap into crypto in a safe way.
Yeah.
And third, if they're partnered up with Pudgy Penguins or another IP, they have plushies or their merch or anything like that, and they do want revenue. And what's the team that has the strongest community? A great distribution.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who would back the brand and purchase the merch or any drops. That's the Pudgy Penguins. And they started to create the leverage, bring it to Walmart, and because they now have the numbers from Walmart and the views are exponentially growing, they have the leverage. And they're starting
I think the Walmart part must be like the most difficult one, right?
Yeah.
But after Walmart, I guess everything is like, must be so much easier after that.
Exactly. And you're going to start to see more collaborations with like Asian IPs, but it's just a matter of time.
For those audience that don't know, can you please explain what the difference between Igloo, Pudgy Penguin, and Abstract?
So Igloo is the parent company of Pudgy Penguins and Abstract. So Pudgy Penguins is what really started Igloo, and Pudgy Penguins is the face of crypto. It has an IP. It's working with a lot of different projects, and obviously has a token out now. And Abstract is a consumer arm of Ethereum. So we want to bring fun back to
So it's
Ethereum.
an L2, Abstract is L2 consumer chain.
Yes.
But the parent company is Igloo, right? Okay. You should check out their website. I really like the website.
Yeah, they won. I think they won the
Very cool.
website design award.
Yeah.
In 2013 or 2014.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah, Peter, or Chef Goriardi, like who leads like design for Pudgy and the websites, like all the designs, like he's cracked.
Okay, so you mentioned that Abstract is a consumer chain. So what do you exactly mean by what exactly is consumer chain?
Yes, consumer chain. Right now, crypto space, the user onboarding flow and the journey is completely ruined. Like if I just tell my friend, my normie friend,
Oh,
hey,
okay, got it.
go to Solana and have fun. Like what does that mean? Like he has to go download Phantom.
Yeah.
They have to on-ramp from exchanges.
Speculate, yeah.
And then do their own research about which apps, which games, which platform is fun on Solana.
Okay.
And then they have to go to like OpenSea to trade NFTs, go to Dex Screener to scan like coins, go to Uniswap to like swap. It's all fragmented and there's no single curation. And every download, every click is a friction point for a lot of users.
Okay.
And Abstract, if you see on Portal, like you can see all the features in one place. It's on Apple App Store meets Twitch. So if I just tell my friend, hey, go to abs.xyz and have fun there, they don't need to download MetaMask or any extensions. They can log in with Google account.
Yeah.
Wallet will
That's
be
a big win.
created.
That's a big win, I think.
Exactly. And everyone will see what apps are available and trusted by Abstract because we do go to.
So it's like a stream, like Apple Store kind of. It's like you one click logged in, and you see all the top apps, recommended feature apps,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And basically behind the scene, there's a wallet creation behind the scene.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So people won't know that they're interact. Our goal is to make people not realize that it's being
Onboarding
one
normies to
on
crypto, right?
Yeah. And we're not at that phase. Soon you will guys see some of the things that we're going to roll out. But at the moment, it's more in curation and streaming.
Okay.
And we're not making any money out of streaming, by the way.
Yeah.
It's just one of the marketing verticals, marketing product that we have it internally. And we have about, if you are streaming for an hour, there's maybe like 5 to 10 seconds that's really funny and that goes viral. So we have 1,000 clippers that's working with Abstract that's constantly monitoring the streamings and clipping.
Oh.
And then they're distributing to YouTube, Instagram, TikTok.
How do you hide this guy?
There's a platform that does this.
Okay.
And you put some incentive on the platform and the clippers will come in and they'll clip the videos and they can monetize by their views. And sometimes it's
So
a
it's
couple
like
of dollars.
it's like a bounty board, I guess.
Yeah, bounty.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And this is how a lot of like Web2 companies and Web2 media does it. That's how the media and the number of views scale.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And
I think that's the one reason for streamer. Like, I mean, like for example, like this podcast, right? Like, I'm happy to record like a 2-hour one, but then it's like I'm lazy to do like the clipping myself.
Yeah.
So I just do that, and then someone else is gonna do it for me,
Exactly,
and
yeah.
then the more views, the more view he gets, it's like I win because like that's drive traffic into the channel.
Exactly, and people can
and
like,
he
tip
wins,
you
he
with
get paid,
crypto,
right?
USDC, ETH, and meme coins. You take 100%, we get none. And on top right side of the stream, there's a link, one single link, abs.xyz. So if people see the clips on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, any Web2 medias, and they're interested in like, watching the stream or trying out the apps that they're streaming about, they can just go to abs.xyz. And it brings people back to top of the funnel, which is the portal. And every month we have about 900,000 people that's coming into one single place, interacting with our chain, interacting with our ecosystems. And that's the best value proposition for the apps that are building on top of Abstract. Like if you chat with a lot of chains will draw millions of dollars to bring an app. But is that model really working? Is that going to be a really financial incentive that's going to have them bootstrapped to your ecosystem? We don't think so, because a lot of times they'll spend a lot of millions of dollars, thousands of dollars in marketing just to acquire users, just to have some engagement on time.
But Abstract start with the user first, right?
Exactly.
And the creator.
And like if we put you guys on the portal and give you guys XP and badges, you'll have 900,000 eyeballs on your platform every single month. And if your app is good and people like the app, they'll spend money, and that's your revenue. And that's your users. And most of the times that revenue outweighs the amount of grant that they receive from other chains.
I think the model is very interesting. So it's like at a chain, but you have three stakeholders. You have builders, you have users, and you have creators, right?
Exactly.
So the initial goal is to onboard users via XP. Like they come, they try out different apps, they get some badge. To expect that from the airdrops, right? So that's the users, and creator is the same. So it's like they stream, they get the XP points.
Exactly.
Oh.
And they can monetize with tips.
Oh.
I mean, and if the clippers like clip your video and you go viral on Twitter, that's like an added marketing for you, like added social incentive for the creator, right? And if you have like a really funny moment while you're streaming on Abstract and you're playing Abstract game, we would engage on that post, and you will get a huge amplification of our socials, and it's a huge opportunity for the creators to stream on Abstract.
So most of the builders, like when they talk to me, when they ring a build, sometimes they need grants, but sometimes they just need like eyeballs, and they need users, right?
Exactly.
So I mean, if you can help them to get the users, that's a big win. Even like a repost, retweet, even that's like that big plus for them.
Yeah, the distribution. Whenever I meet Web2 companies, I just tell them like I'm not going to talk about like TPS, it's on L2, like ZK stack. Like, they're not interested. Like, and the consumers don't really care about what tech you're using. Like, I don't care about what cloud that Instagram is using when I'm logging in or I'm watching video. I don't care. The users don't care. It's all about how much distribution and so like culture and IP that you have on your platform. And I tell these Web2 companies, hey, like all the chains are same. Like tech is replicable. Like if there's a good tech, I can implement it on my chain. And tech is not a moat. Like distribution, marketing power, the user base, and the community is the moat that really starts the chain.
I think the angle is very cool. It's like you start with the user first, the creator first, and then when you have a lot of users, builder will come.
Exactly. Yeah.
What most of the chains, they say like, if they have the best tech, builder will come. Which is totally wrong, right?
Yeah. Most of the chains are doing it wrong. Yeah. Nobody cares about tech, and like the bigger audience and the bigger money is outside of crypto bubble, and no one's really interested in talking about tech. They want to learn about the user base who have the spending power from high GDP countries. They want to learn more about the reputation of the chain and how much distribution power, the marketing power they have. That's the real moat, and that is how we were able to get we were able to get Disney, Cosmo, which is one of the biggest K-pop studios in Korea, and Red Bull working with us. And soon you'll see a lot of more teams that's coming to Abstract.
How does the exact partnership goes? Like, let's say, what does Disney have to, like, what's behind the scene?
So Disney has some of the biggest IPs. And whenever I talk to Web2 companies, all the companies say they have the biggest problem of acquiring more users. How do we bring more people to our ecosystem? at a cost-efficient way,
Yeah.
and have them like how to embrace in our ecosystem. And whenever they run like Google ads or Instagram ads, their conversion
very
rate
expensive.
is less than 1%.
Yeah.
And right now the economy is going down, and
So it's more like instead of top down, like, hey, using like social media targeting paid ads, you make it fun. You make it like mouth to mouth. You make it like go viral on TikTok.
yeah, I mean compared to like
Right.
1% conversion rate
Yeah.
and the 60% conversion rate on Abstract, like if I put an app on Portal
Okay.
and highlight page and then 60% of the viewers would convert to an app.
Okay.
So that's a major upside for their cost efficiency in terms of marketing. And we have a proven record that a lot of people, a lot of projects make money and generate revenue. So that's what really intrigues
Yeah.
them. They don't really care about what's the speed, like
Yeah, of
what
course.
tech stack are you
At the end of
using.
the day, it's back to like, can you provide them a tech stack that
Yeah.
they can use to build and reach the consumer and makes money?
Yeah.
And you makes money. That's
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
economics, right?
Yeah, a lot of teams are trying to implement the crypto rail
Okay.
to like bring more users, but they just don't know how. And even if they do it, they don't know where to start. But we offer the first distribution and the users, so it really like makes them job easier.
I think like most crypto right now is like, if you look at like Pump Fund or Solana, it's more like, it's still a lot of speculation, right? It's like people come to get rich quick. So how about Abstract? Like, is there any beside use cases apart from speculation? Can they actually have
I would
fun?
say the best example would be Mod House, the K-pop studio that I brought
Okay.
in. If you under Mod House, there are 3 different K-pop groups. Like one is Triple S, which is the top 5 girl group in Korea.
Oh, that Triple S.
Artemis and Identity, which is a new boy group.
Okay.
And Triple S have 24 members
Okay.
on a team. And once in a month, they sell NFTs. And from the Web2's perspective, it's just a photo card. They don't know that they're interacting with the crypto rails, and they
Oh.
don't know that it's NFT.
How much is that NFTs?
$4, $3.99, $4.99.
For how, what's the supply?
It's infinite supply.
Oh, so it's
So-
more like a fan collectible,
Exactly.
I guess.
And Web2 people approach like social, like if I'm scrolling through Instagram and looking at the ads, I have a mindset, where do I spend money on? But in crypto people, they have a mindset of, what do I invest in?
Yeah, how do we make money?
So, and Mod House, they have their K-pop fans,
Okay.
and who just wants to use money, just want to spend money. But what's really cool about this app is if you mint one NFT, it comes with a token, and every token you can use it to like vote something.
Oh,
So let's say Mod House and Triple S announces, let's say a quest saying,
Okay.
oh, next album we're gonna only have 6 members out of 24.
okay.
And
So-
each member have their own fan groups.
Oh.
Right? And they would start purchasing like NFTs and start burning the tokens to
so
vote
it's
for their
like, so
favorite
you add
one.
utilities to the token, like
Exactly.
governance right, like that.
Yeah. So there's 100K users every single month,
Oh,
and they have minted over 3 million NFTs on Abstract so far.
and how does the revenue goes? Like, let's say I'm in $4. Like I like this girl, right? So
Yeah.
I pay for one NFT $4, and how does the revenue thing go?
Within Mod House?
Yeah. So they get
Yeah.
like 100% of the revenue, or
Mod House
Yeah.
or the girls?
the Mod House does?
Mod House will get the revenue, and they will split the revenue with the girls.
Okay.
So-
but is it like does Abstract takes any money off this?
No.
Oh,
We
wait.
don't take any money from the apps.
Oh,
Yeah. Our business model, obviously it's going to expand very quickly, but one of the
the fee switch is not there yet, but you can turn it like any.
yeah, but we don't have any plans to like
Okay.
turn it on. But our business model is sequencer fee. Like
Okay.
every transaction
Yeah.
there is sequencer fee. That's
Yeah.
what all the chains are doing. But by providing them distribution, we don't take anything from them.
That's really strong incentive so for the
Yeah.
brands to come.
Yeah.
Because they take 100% of all the fees.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Basically, they just like promote the chain.
Yeah.
I mean, they win and they help the
There's got to
chain
be a
wins.
reason for apps to continue building on your chain, and like distribution is like the big one
Okay.
for a lot of builders.
Okay, so if I go to Abstract, I'm gonna see a portal, right? Which is like all the feature apps. What are the apps that people should try? Like, what's the top 5 apps?
For DeFi, they should try out Arborium.
Arborian?
Arborium, one of the
Okay.
very first DeFi platform on
Dex,
Abstract.
Dex, right? Okay.
And
So it's basically like LP trading.
Yes.
But it's not lending and borrowing. It's like a aerodrome, right?
Not yet, yeah.
Okay.
And that boarding team's gonna cook and going to scale more features out there. We have a bunch of games like gacha, scratching, like Pokemon card packs, proof of play, which is like a pirate game.
Gacha. So gacha is it more just collect cards or?
Collecting card, and if you can scratch a card.
Okay.
And if there's like a row of same shapes,
Yeah.
you win something. So it's like a lottery.
Oh, okay. So it's like a
Pokemon
slot
cards,
machine.
Slot machines.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's gambling, basically. It's like people play to hope to win, right? To hope to make money, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like Pokemon ripping packs. Like there are chances to pull like rare Pokemon cards. Like, is that gambling? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and NFTs, right?
NFTs.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's like DYLY that allows users to purchase and sell physical items on chain. And like Gigaverse is huge. And of course the Mod House app, the K-pop app, that's really something that a lot of Web2 users like. Yeah.
Is that how seamless is that? Like, let's say I'm a big fan of Triple S. I want to buy the NFTs. So what's the process? So I have to visit portal, sign in with my Google ID.
So go to abs.xyz,
Okay.
enter the portal,
Okay. Sign in with my email.
log in
Okay.
with Google,
Okay.
and you will create a second account.
Okay.
And then on the top apps, you will see Cosmo. Just click the button, and it'll take you to the website, and you can just interact.
Is
there.
it pay by crypto on Abstract, right?
there's
no fiat option yet.
There's fiat options.
Oh.
Their business model is a Web 2. So
Okay.
like the 99% of the people who are interacting with the app are from Web 2, like normies who don't know what crypto is.
Yeah.
So that is why we brought them to Abstract to put a crypto rail on it and allow like a crypto payment rail.
So what's the option? Is it like Kakao Pay? What do you guys use? Or
Kakao
like
Pay, Alipay,
bank
like
account?
credit cards. If you're using it through like Abstract, you can just
Yeah.
connect your wallet and pay in ETH, pay in USDC.
For like a non-crypto native Korean, do they use Kakao Pay or
Yeah, Kakao Pay, Apple
bank
Pay.
transfer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything is supported. They have huge fan in China, Japan, and States. So they're supporting pretty much all the credit card payment that you see in average like shopping mall.
Okay. What's overall like Abstract GTM strategy right now?
Yeah, I'd say like we're a consumer chain. So
Okay.
we do want to reach out to consumers.
Creators, consumers. Okay.
Creators, consumers are from both Web 2 and Web 3 side.
Okay.
And I think for Web 3 side, I think the playbook is pretty obvious. It's out there. But we're a killer marketing team who's capable of really amplifying, doing like better than other teams. And targeting Web 2 sides, we have a new strategy that people will see within a couple of weeks.
Is it more like B2B sales? You met them at a conference, you set up like private meeting, and then you kind of like, hey, why
I
build
would
on
say
Abstract?
like that's on like partnerships and ecosystem initiative.
Okay.
But in terms of like go to market, like for Web 2 on it, that's onboarding a Web 2 users side, and there's onboarding a Web 2 company side.
Okay.
So from onboarding Web 2 sides, first we have to really make the user experience more fluent.
Okay.
And right now, I think Abstract is miles ahead of user experience in terms of onboarding new users. But we're going to make it better, and you'll see it in a couple of weeks. And for bringing in companies, there's just like a lot of companies who want to put crypto rail, but they just don't know how because they have not gone through the cycles and they've seen the narratives that we're currently seeing. They just don't know how to do it. So you have to like find a team who's interested in crypto, and so just a lot of different angles that could help them win.
So it's more like some Web2 companies that are interested in crypto, you just go there and say like, hey, the benefit of building an Abstract is because you can make money,
Exactly.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
So that's one angle.
Yeah, and like one of the example is like we're gonna onboard like one of the biggest fashion brands in Asia, and when they first reached out to me and asked, we want to do something with crypto.
Okay.
And from my perspective, like you're a fashion brand, like how are you gonna integrate a crypto side? Because like you're working with the K-pop idols, like the actors, but like they don't really want to do anything with crypto. But how are you going to implement crypto? So we're just suggesting a lot of angles, and if their company likes it and our company thinks we're capable of delivering the tech and their expectations, and they do see the upside, we start working together. So it's more on like how do we help them navigate the angle? How to help them really build their first or second crypto project on top of Abstract.
How about, let's say they don't care about crypto, like you basically cold outreach to them. Do you do that?
It depends on the team size.
I think that's going to be a bigger market than like someone who's like, oh, I want to build in crypto, right?
Yeah.
I guess the second portion would be much bigger.
Yeah, I think there are two things. One is like institutions.
Yeah.
Like banks, major companies, like manufacturers. They already have a really good business model in the Web 2 side, but that side, it takes a long time, and it's heavily dependent on the regulation.
Yeah.
And institutions have to abide by the law and the compliance, so
Yeah.
they're usually the ones that are slow. And there are a lot of like Web 2 companies and major ones that we're chatting with, but it's going to be just a matter of time. But for Web 3 companies, many of them are startup companies who are pretty small compared to other Web 2 teams, and they can move really fast, and that means that can make a decision really quickly. So for those teams, it's more easier and it's less time consuming than bringing Web 2 teams.
Any ideal customers? Short-term target?
A short-term target, we have
Fashion brand, games,
different priorities in
Yeah.
each country and each market. For the States, obviously, States is huge. There's culture there, there's games, there's developers,
Sports.
there's sports.
Yeah, I think for the States it must be
banks.
sports.
I think like our priority is like all of them.
Okay.
All of them. But if you come to Asia is super fragmented. Like,
Yeah.
what Korea likes is different from what you like, what Bangkok likes. And what Bangkok, like Thailand likes is different from what Japan likes.
Japan.
So in order for us to penetrate the market, especially Asian market, we have to bring something culturally relevant to the country.
Localized strategy. You need to exactly know what the market is.
Exactly.
And you craft a strategy towards them, right?
Yeah.
So how is Korea like?
Korea, I think you already know, but like, K-pop is
Okay.
one of the industry that is growing exponentially fast. So I think K-pop is the winning culture to bet on at the moment. And we're gonna start introducing more K-pop studios in the future.
How many studios are there right now? Is it like hundreds? But probably like
big ones?
Yeah, big
like,
ones.
Big ones are like
5?
less than 5, to be honest. Like
Oh,
4,
wow.
3, 4.
Okay.
Yeah. But like
Is there a non-competing agreement? Like when you do with one big one, you cannot do with the competitors?
it really depends on the contract.
Okay.
But
But it should not be that
these
way.
K-pop studios their revenue model is based on their fan base.
Yeah.
And and then what type of merch, what sales. So they're trying to figure out like how do we implement NFTs and potentially a token that could incentivize people to purchase more without us having a huge margin.
Yeah.
With having a huge margin, because with Modhouse, like launches an NFT for $4.99, the margin is huge because they're just issuing a digital NFT, right?
It's just free, yeah.
Exactly. So when a bigger studio sees the Modhouse revenue and the number of sales that they're going through, they're really, really shocked.
Yeah.
Because most of the times,
I mean, I think
even bigger brands have.
I think like back then during the 2021 boom, it's like NFT is so big. Everyone's talking about NFTs, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like the meta start to all of the NFT prices drop, and it's people start to realize that it's the best speculation tools, but it's good for like just collecting, right? It's more like a collector's market
and
right now.
It was more speculative because there wasn't any legitimate brand. Like it was all new, like 10K PFPs. They just dropped animation, like fancy looking website, and a roadmap saying, "Oh, we're gonna have an animation." That was it, right? But now the story is different because everyone will be seeing that, oh, like this business model is just not working. Like they're not gonna deliver anime or anything that will get them to generate revenue from the Web 2 side, unless if they're not generating money outside of crypto space, they have to extract from their community members. They have to constantly sell like an NFT, like a next collection, like to their own fans.
But do the fans do they care about the utility? Like if they burn some some certain amount of NFTs, they can do like a fan meet and greet or special events, special dinner, special. It's more like it's moving towards the utility side, right?
Utility side, and during KBW. Abstract had an event with Modhouse. And Modhouse selected about 20 people within their fan, to privately bring them to meet and greet session.
Oh.
And to picking that 20 people, over 40,000 people signed up, and they had to do a raffle to just pick 20 people.
Yeah.
And the fan is there. Like, they're super interested in consuming, as they have a consumer mindset, and they just want to support instead of asking for like, can you pump my bag, right?
Yeah. Anything else in Korea, like esports?
Esports, definitely. It's huge.
I went to Inspire.
You did?
Yeah. I think they have one of the biggest League of Legends tournament.
Yeah. And
Back
have
then.
you seen the T1 booth in Incheon Airport?
Oh, not yet.
Yeah, so like they're trying to integrate like K-pop, like esports into like all these like major buildings, so that like people outside of Korea can also like recognize the brand and the culture within Korea.
Is it difficult to like BD to this esport? I think there's so many similarity with the K-pop.
Crypto gaming is currently illegal in Korea. So when MapleStory Universe dropped, people had to download VPN to play the game because it's related to crypto, and having crypto involved in the game in Korea is illegal.
Yeah.
So there is like more regulations and compliance, even compliance concerns even before chatting about like what angles do we inject crypto rails. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess it's for Korea is basically K-pop for now.
K-pop for now, and even like within K-pop, there's just not many teams who are interested in implementing yet. So there are very few teams who are kind of looking out to the future and building this, but it's not all K-pop studios that's interested in having crypto rail, because I'm not sure like how people would kind of look at you if you tell them, oh, I work in crypto. But in Korea, the reputation is not amazing.
They think you're gambling.
Exactly.
For sure.
Like gambling, you're just like
They think you just look at the charts
traders.
trading all day, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the regulations have to be resolved in Korea first, and then I think we're gonna see another next wave of gaming or any other like Korea culturally relevant teams joining crypto.
Okay, so as an APAC lead, so how about any other APAC countries?
Yeah, there's so many. Like Korea has K-pop, amazing IPs, games.
Japan has anime.
Exactly. Like token trading volume. Japan, that's king of IPs. They have have Sanrio, Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
All these amazing IPs, and China, just a lot of population who loves like very diverse things. They have traders, they have collectors, they have like a lot of different people. For Thailand, I think Thailand is a very interesting market because I think in this decade, the culture and the IPs are coming from Japan and Korea. And Thailand plays a major role in defining which IP or culture is going to pop off. Because there's so many like...
So it's more like a testing ground, right?
Yeah, and you guys are the very first, very early adopters. So like based on the reaction that Thailand market is showing, you can have a glimpse of like what's going to pop next. So you guys are pretty much like deciding, oh, I like this culture, let's like amplify that. You guys are pretty much like judging all the cultures, and I think it's amazing.
For abstract expansion, like, is it more like, so first they hire you, right? And then do they hire like Korea lead, Japan lead, is it like Singapore lead, Thailand lead? Do they have like each country lead?
We don't have one at the moment. But we recently started to expand our Asia team because not only the current initiatives but future initiatives.
Nat is Thailand lead, right?
Nat, yeah, Thailand community lead. He's one of the first hires that we brought in full time to take care of Thailand, and we're gonna start expanding to like China, Japan, and.
Oh wow, this is amazing. So basically it's like, so you are the first hire for APAC,
yeah,
and that is the second hire for APAC.
Yes, within the full time
Oh
team,
wow,
yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So why Thailand though? So why deciding to hire Thailand as like the
first of all, I'm not Thai,
Yeah.
so I'm Korean and I understand like what works. what's culturally relevant to
Most
Korean
crypto projects
audience.
would prioritize like Korea. I mean, it may be your Korea, but it's like maybe they hire like a Singapore lead
Ah.
or like a Japan lead or Indonesia lead, you know. But it's like it's very surprising that
Yeah,
they pick Thailand before those countries.
Yeah, and like huge shout out to Nat. He's been like killing a lot of initiatives, killer initiatives in Thailand. He's going to different universities and chatting with institutions and different projects and introducing us to this. And because he's Thai, he knows like how to chat with them, how to like set up a narrative, how to penetrate the market, what's the GTM, what teams do we have to bring in, what teams do we have to talk with to prepare for the future. And it's usually like I'll reach out to you instead of my friend in China to talk about Bangkok, right? So I think it's really important to have a killer talent in each
country. Yeah.
In each country. I think for China, because China is like too big, there needs at least 2 or 3 people to cover the entire area.
Yeah.
But for other regions like Korea, Japan, and Thailand, I think one
Just one
killer
is enough,
person
yeah.
to lead the country is the best. I'm just here to like listen what's best for the country and any blockers that I could clear up for them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and if Nat says, "Oh, I need to fly to Bangkok and talk to this team," I'll fly over because I trust Nat, and I think he knows the best.
Any vision for Thailand?
For Thailand-
from all the proposals that Nat proposed, anything that come to mind? Anything that you're exciting about?
One is we have one team that we really want to bring in, but I'm not going to spill the name because
Okay.
I know that all the other teams are going to go for them.
Okay.
But it's going to be like penetrating Web 2 side, and another vertical would be institutions.
Is it more like finance? Institution? Okay.
Yeah. On a consumer level, consumer-facing products.
Finance institution is very hard to win though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think after we have a couple of bullets that could make it work.
Yeah.
And once you see it being published to the world, like you'll get, oh wow, like this actually makes sense. Like that is why XYZ teams are partnering up with Abstract. Like, yeah.
For Uniswap, it's like I think for Uniswap it's like Korea first, and then Singapore, and then Thailand is like the third
Yeah, I think
on the list.
like
and
Korea.
for most people, it's like the first hire is gonna be always the Singaporean.
Like if you
It's
really
rare.
dissect APAC, it's Korea, Japan, China, Hong Kong, Singapore, and Thailand.
Yeah.
And like Vietnam, Philippines,
yeah.
Indonesia, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But most of the time, teams would like go for like China, Korea, and Japan,
Yeah.
and Singapore and Hong Kong. But like from my perspective, Singapore and Hong Kong is just a huge finance hub, and they speak English, so there's no friction in people like finding out more information about Abstract or what we're doing. Because if we
So it's about
win,
localized language.
yeah, and if we win crypto Twitter marketing,
Yeah, that's
we
they're gonna know
win Singapore and Hong Kong.
that. Yeah.
But for Korea, China, and Japan, English, they're non-native English
Yeah.
speaker. So yeah, that's where our priority is. Yeah.
So what's the next hire? Is it like Chinese? And
The next
Japanese?
hire, Chinese, China, and Korea. They just have.
Yeah.
I'm there. Yeah.
I feel like Nat is very exceptional because he's like he has been contributing for like Pudgy also like a lot to Pudgy ecosystem, right?
Yeah.
So he's not like a nobody. He has somebody and he has been
He has a track record.
he's like
yeah.
a fucking Giga Chat or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and Nat is the one who started the Pudgy Thailand back in 2021, I think.
Yeah. Any other thing that makes Thailand special?
Thailand, as I mentioned before, I think Thailand is a very interesting country that absorbs culture very quickly and adopts it in the market. And after, since we are bringing on consumers, we want to bring not only teams but also the user base in the group of Gen Z to Gen Alpha who have the spending power, who
Yeah.
have the consumer mindset, which also a lot of Web2 teams are looking after because they do have the spending power and they're willing to spend the money despite of their financial situation. And
Popman and Labubu is so crazy right
exactly. And like that thing blew up, but all the Gen Z to Gen Alpha were purchasing them, and they weren't very cheap, right? And for Thailand, I think there is a spending power. Like people kind of forget, oh, like Thailand is like not one of their like top priority market, but for us, we are going to bring the culture that's relevant to Thailand and every Asian countries and get the project's fans to get onboarded. And we're doubling down on in Thailand, and you'll see some type of activity within a couple of months and a lot more partnerships here.
So more to come. Okay, so last question for the APAC. Anything that you have done, like what's the underrated growth strategy? Anything that it's like, you think it's like, oh, it's not gonna work, but it works. Like something surprised you about?
Brought Ultraman, which is one of the biggest IPs in Japan.
Ultraman, okay.
And
Yeah.
for those who don't know about Ultraman,
Ultraman is big. Yeah.
in Asia it's big, but in the States and Western countries, it's people have seen it before,
It's
heard
not as
about
big,
it
I
before,
guess.
but like they don't know what it is and how big the brand is.
Oh,
And Ultraman IP, they have about 1 billion annual sales in toys in China, and that's way more than what Disney sells in China. And that just shows like a cultural difference within the West and the East. And we're going to onboard a lot more IPs who are interested in adopting the crypto rails, and then
I watched a lot
reaching
of
out to the crypto.
Kamen Rider and Ultraman when I was young.
You are?
Kamen Rider, yeah, I watched
Oh my
so
God.
many of them, man.
Is this still a thing in Bangkok?
I think back then it used to be super good, but right now it's like it's not as popular right now
Yeah.
with all the new generation.
Yeah. So that's
but the
what-
old generation is super good.
Yeah.
Like V1, V2 to like RX, like the
in
black.
Korea, like Ultraman, it's same as like how the States would think. Like, oh, I know that brand, but I don't know like what it is, but how big that is. But in China, it's like big. Like they have a Netflix show. They collaborated with Marvel to become one of their heroes.
Oh,
And then like their sales is like through the roof in China. So I think by bringing in one Japanese IP, it can penetrate both Japanese market and the Chinese market.
yeah.
So
and some Thai as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe Koreans too.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Okay, so what's abstract biggest win so far?
Yeah, for us, working with Disney, Red Bull Racing, and the Mod House would be our biggest wins. And for Disney, announced a partnership about 3 or 4 days ago, and they're bringing in Mickey Mouse and Star Wars IP to start off. And it's going to be an NFT collection that will provide an user experience that crypto space have not seen yet. And once you see the platform and start like unboxing these NFTs, there's like gacha components in there, and you'll see like, oh wow, like this is a team that knows how to bring in the collectors and going to scale towards not only Web3 people, but also Web2 audience.
Is it 100% digital or is it more like mix between physical and
100%
digital? No physical
No
part, right?
physical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. And for Red Bull, we partnered up with Gate and Red Bull. And for F1 races, for each track, there are 4 tracks. And for each track, they launched an NFT collection. And we finished 3 out of 4 tracks at the moment, which is like 3 out of 4 mints. And we are remaining with Abu Dhabi. But so far we have
That's free mint, right?
free mint. Like
Okay.
some are free mint, and if you like limited editions, they're like silver tiered NFTs. Like it looks like a ticket.
Yeah.
And a gold version ticket. And after the race is completed, Red Bull will do a raffle within these minters and provide them like unique experiences, rewards, incentives, like visit to the next race, like a full tour in the garage.
So it's more like with some utility added
exactly.
bit behind this, yeah.
And so far, about 3 million NFTs were minted.
And for Mod House, it's easy. It's like more K-pop is coming.
Yeah.
They're gonna mint. They keep meeting the new sales every month,
Yeah.
right?
Within once per month, or maybe sometimes more than that, if they have like a new event or new album, they create like a limited edition photo cards and launch that in the NFT.
Any last word that you want to share?
For the audience, the last thing that I want to say would be like look at the speed of growth that Abstract have shown within less than a year of launch, and look at the track record that Pudgy Penguins team have set in the crypto space, and try to see which team to bet on. Abstract has the best marketer in the crypto space, through Luca, and the best engineering through Saigar. And we have the two are working together to bring the consumer chain to not only Web3 echo chamber, but also Web2 side. And you've shown partnerships with like Mickey Mouse, Disney's, F1,
Star Wars, Ultraman.
Star Wars, Ultraman, like K-pop studios within less than a year. So bet on the team that you can really trust and have shown the track record within the crypto space. That would be my last word.
TLDR, never bet against Luca. That's it. Thanks for coming, man.
Thank you.